Hey YouTubers, this is Jacques from JGP, and I am here today to talk to you about the importance of glass because I am parting with my 70-200 Canon L lens. Stay tuned. Before I start this video, I just want to tell you guys, if you can, take a look at my photo shoots. I have a whole playlist just on all the photo shoots I've done so far. I'm proud of them and I love what I've done. I've also started working on photo essays. I did one on seaside heights and the intricacies of portrait photography. I will leave a link in the description below, so check them out and make sure you like and subscribe, and every time a new one comes up we will pop it on and you will see it. Also make sure to press the bell in the notifications section when you do subscribe so you will know when the new stuff pops in. Also, I want to tell you guys thank you for your time. I do appreciate it whenever you guys do watch my video, that you actually give your time to me, and I know how important and how much it is valuable, so thank you very much for that. I'm talking today about this lens right here. I am going to be getting rid of it. I'm selling it. I'm going to be selling it tomorrow. The buyer, I am going to his place. He's a friend of mine, and he's going to be buying it. He's getting it for dirt cheap. The reason why he's taking it is because he called me the other day and said, I need a lens. So I said, well, you might as well take mine. I have had nothing but joy with this lens right here. I think that anyone that has hopped into the Canon system must own this lens. Now, depending on what sort of types of photos you want to get, you will find a utility for this lens in every single type of discipline within photography. Certain lenses are, sort of pinpointed for certain things. For example, I'll give you an example. Anytime you get an 85mm fixed focal, or you get something like a 100mm macro, you know that the macro is going to be used for small things and small pictures of small things. The macro is going to be used for that, and 85mm 1.8 is going to be used for portraits. You can use it for other stuff, there's no doubt about it, but it's going to be sort of reserved for that thing. What happens with the Canon 70-200L is that it covers all those bases, every single one, except for macro. But it does cover portraiture. It is a fantastic lens to actually take portraiture in the studio and also out when you're running and gunning. If you are running and gunning, I could tell you that with confidence, with the 70-200, you will be fine. Everything on this lens will definitely give you what you want. If you are a video shooter, this is a great lens to have. I did so many making ofs with this lens on a Sony a6000 with an adapter. I would film with this. I could get my close-ups. I could pull out knowing that the resolution was there. What happens is you can go for a zoom, but you lose resolution and quality of image. And if you go for fixed focal, well, you lose just the ability to zoom in and zoom out and frame a bit better. So that's the trade-off you make. If you go into some of the L class lenses that are fixed focals, there's no doubt about it, this lens will be beaten by them. For example, the 85 1.2 and the 50 1.2. But this can cover those bases and do an excellent job. I was shooting a lot of circus shows, a lot of live shows, a lot of diving, and what was happening at the end with a lot of experience is that I wasn't bringing any other lens. I was just bringing this. I'd place this on my 6D. If I needed a closer focal, I'd place it on the 80D and get the crop. And I was set to go. I had that lens, what I like to say, just welded on my camera. I mean, it was always there. I have used this thing a lot. Now I'm parting with it. After saying all that stuff, I'm parting with it. I'm parting with it because I, these days, am not doing as much of the live and show photography, and I only have an aps-c Canon camera for now. I will be getting a full frame. I don't know which place I'm going to be getting it. Will it be in Fuji? Will I get the GFX? I might get the medium format as well. I'm not too sure. While I'm in that indecision, I'll sell the lens, get some other lenses, play with them. I mean, it's all the better for you guys in YouTube because you get to hear my impressions on certain lenses. But before I leave you, I wanted to give a mini review on just a couple of things that I really think are important to talk about. The cons on this lens, it's heavy. That's one of the things. It's very, very heavy, but I believe that all great quality glass on full frame becomes heavy, no matter what you do. I mean, you can make the smallest camera in the world. Sony is experiencing this right now with their A7 line. Once they started getting into G Master glass, it got heavy again. It just got heavy. So that's one thing that happens. Another thing is that focusing on this isn't as fast as some of the newer lenses that are out there. It's very good, but it's not as fast. Now, bear in mind, I was using this on a 6D, and the 6D's focusing capabilities are just god-awful. They're atrocious. The 6D Mark I. So there for that. Sharpness when I zoom in and I pixel peep, I have nothing to say. For a zoom lens, I have nothing to say. In my collection, I have this lens, and I also have the Sigma Art 50mm 1.4. It is the only lens that beats this one out. And if I pixel peep, I still have to look on the side in Lightroom to see if it's the 50mm or the 70-200 that I took the picture with. The fixed focal 50mm does beat it in portraits by a tad, but not that much. So as I give you the cons, you know, I have to admit, you know, it's just a fantastic lens. I mean, it is worth every penny. You can get the non-stabilized for a lot cheaper. This is a non-stabilized version. I haven't had any problem. A lot of people talk about the fact that you have to get the stabilized. I don't know. I never had that many problems. I did get some blurry shots, but is it worth the almost $1,000 in Canada to buy the stabilized version? I don't know. So that's all I wanted to say today. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram for my high quality stuff. Check out Behance. If you like this video, don't forget to click the thumbs up at the bottom. If you want to keep in cahoots with what I do, subscribe. And don't forget, everybody, keep on making something from nothing.